Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and today we're going to go over the Grand Cat strategy of how to play Boom. You can see that we're currently on a win streak of 10. Of course, win streak of 11 is the final one you can get. And I'm just going to play this next game, showing you what I'm trying to do and how I've managed to get this far up. A large amount of it is taking away the spaces of the opponent rather than taking out their cards. And then once you've taken out all their various different ways that they can proceed forward, then at that point you try and go for the kill, and that's what I've been trying to do. So let's see if we can get an 11 win streak and complete Boom for the first time. So we're against Clowny Pants. Of course, these are all computers, they are all AI. These are not actual opponents. So the first one I'm going to use here is AJ Styles, because he is the weakest one that also moves me forward. So that's what we're going to start with, only moves one space forward. Okay, so now the opponent has either used either their 9 square or their 3 square forward, so that is actually good for us. It's strangely helpful. So the next one, I'm going to use the Undertaker, because it's going to take over this part and this part here, and then, even if the opponent takes over this part, I can use my LA Knight to go here, and then take over this part here. So that's what we are going to go for. So, although Undertaker is pretty good at taking out opponents, this is more useful. And that is exactly what happened. So now we're going to have LA Knight take over this part here, and hopefully the opponent doesn't take that over, and then we're going to use our Apollo Crews to take over the cross shape here. That's what we're going to hope for. It could be going better for us, but we need to rely on this not disappearing. Okay, now we are in a problem. So now the only way that we can proceed forward is by using Apollo Crews to take over this space here. Again, we could have been getting better cards, and that's the 9 space that stops us from actually proceeding forward. These areas have been taken over though, which weirdly helps a little bit, because we can now take over this space, and that gives us this space again, so long as the opponent doesn't take that over. Okay. So now it's a case of we are slowly building our way back up. We haven't got the 9 piece yet. We haven't got our 3 forward yet. It's almost deliberate at this point. Now that's not going to take out Bret Hart, but it's going to give us this space here, and hopefully the opponent won't take over that space. And at that point we cannot win any longer. And there we go. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about this. The computer is just going to win from that stage there. Might as well just click retreat, because it does not matter. Rather disappointing. If we had got some of the better cards instead of just all the ones that only give you 2 spaces. If we got some of the ones that gave us multiple spaces, we would have had a much better situation. You see that the opponent started with the 3 square at the front, and then they also got the 9 square one. When they needed it, they were able to close off all of our spaces. It wasn't the case that the opponent was actually destroying our cards, it was more just the case that the opponent was taking away our ability to play the game. And that is what you need to try and do to win. But unfortunately, it does come down to luck. Because if we'd got this or this, that would have helped. Unfortunately, when we got our Apollo Crews, it wasn't doing an awful lot. These 3 would have also helped significantly, but instead we were stuck with just these ones, are the ones that can only attack to diagonals, or the only ones that could go just 1 space forward and weren't doing much else. So that is where we got unlucky. We really needed to see the top 6 here, but instead we got these bottom ones instead. So again, it does come down to luck, but we did at least get the win streak for 10. That gives us an Invasion Johnny Gargano and an Invasion Io Sky, which are not tremendously helpful for us. You can see there that it gives you the chance of getting Pharaoh and Legion cards, but you only get... So there's no information here. It doesn't tell you the percentage chance, but I would suggest that the percentage chance is significantly towards Invasion rather than anything else. And then the last one there, it gives you guaranteed either 2 Pharaoh or 2 Legions, but more likely probably 2 guaranteed Pharaohs, which would have been very, very good if we'd managed to win that final match. However, unfortunately, that was not the case. So unfortunately, because the opponent's cards are quite powerful, you could see there that we were having problems taking out even one of them. What you need to rely on is taking away the opponent's spaces rather than taking out the opponent's cards themselves. And with that said, folks, that is going to be it for this little video. I really hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.